We all know how to disciple our kids in something. We do it unintentionally every single day. Parents train their kids to love sports, to love Carolina, to love Bojangles, to love country music or Scooby-Doo, to expect a certain standard of living. We just build these things into our kids without even thinking about it. We don't sit down and sketch out a 10-step plan for our kids to fall in love with the Carolina Tar Heels. Well, maybe some of you do. I don't want to underestimate some of your fandom. But it just kind of happens in the normal course of life. We train our kids in these things. We form them in these ways. And if we love the Lord our God, as Moses says, with all our heart and all our soul and all our might, then we will form our kids in that way too. When it is evident in the way that we live, not just on Sunday, but on Monday morning and Friday night, then it will begin to impact and influence them as well. Every moment is an opportunity to teach, to disciple, to train, and those moments add up. What is most important in your home? Not what you say is most important. What is truly most important in your home? Here's some questions to think about. What does your family talk about the most? What does your family spend money on? What do you organize your schedule around? What do you celebrate as a family? What do you make sacrifices for? What causes arguments and fights among you? As you answer these questions, it may reveal what the true God of your home is. Listen, I know when I get up here and I start talking about how we spend our time and what idols we might have in our home, I know it can feel overwhelming. To be a parent, and in many cases to be a parent, is to grandparent, is to feel overwhelmed. To feel like a failure, like you're falling short. You're constantly dealing with conflict. Maybe some of you are heartbroken because of decisions that your kids or grandkids have made. Maybe you're ready to quit or throw in the towel. Maybe you're just plain busy. And you think, how can I add one more thing to my already busy schedule? I'm just trying to get through the week. I'm just trying to change a diaper, help them finish their algebra homework that I definitely don't remember how to do. I'm just trying to get them to quit Fortnite and do a chore. What you need today is not necessarily a what, though that's part of it. What you need more than a what is a why. A why. A why that fires you up, that pushes you forward, that lifts the load, that infuses your parenting with a new power. A why. A lot of us have hooked up our parenting to the wrong thing. We've connected it to what the coach tells us to do, or what the teachers say about our kid, or to what the influencer on social media says we need to be doing, or what this parenting expert said, or what these other parents that I'm friends with are doing. And because of that, we're stressed out and we're burning out ourselves and our families. The invitation from the text today is to connect your parenting, your grandparenting, your ministry to the gospel of Jesus Christ. To the gospel of Jesus Christ. That's what makes Christian parenting different than any other. Paul Tripp says, if rules and regulations had the power to change the heart and life of your child, rescuing your child from himself and giving him a heart of submission and faith, Jesus would have never needed to come. So today, let the weight come off. The greatest power for change in your life and the life of your children and grandchildren is the power of the gospel. So what that means is, I don't have to be the perfect parent. I never was. I'm going to mess up. I'm going to sin. And when I do, I can now look my kids in the eyes and confess that their parent is, in fact, a sinner who's trying to get better by the grace of the gospel. I can find forgiveness for all of my failures. And I can live with hope that keeps me going. Because I am defined and empowered by the gospel of Jesus Christ. How do you raise the next generation in a challenging culture with changing technology? Well, by training in every moment, by serving God above all, and by being empowered by the gospel. that infuses your life and the life of your family in such a way that every moment is transformed.